Hello and welcome to online drawing class. I'm going to make a video for each section and give you my tips and tricks on how to do it the best, to your best ability. My goal for you in this class is for you to find your own unique talent and express it through drawing, which will make your whole life better, to tell you the truth. So where to get started is read the syllabus. Check it out. It's always a good thing to do. And so each week you need to complete a unit. And students in this class come from all over the state, and they have all different calendars, and they start at different times and they end at different times. So your responsibility is to complete one unit per week, and that's why I have these set up like this. So if you just click on the sketching, that's our first unit. And each week I ask you to send me a message and tell me what unit you're working on. And the reason I do that is this is a good chance for you to let me know if there's any difficulties you're having, or if you're stuck on something, or just if something's happening and I need to know about it, that kind of thing. Otherwise you can just say, hey, I'm working on unit 1. That's good enough. The next thing I'd like you to do is get a folder or some kind of a cardboard box or something, or get a sketchbook where you'll keep all your work together. And you just need to keep it all together because we're building a portfolio in this class. Then the next thing, your assignment, is to watch this video, and I'm going to play it a little bit. What this guy's going to show you is how to hold your pencil, and I have to tell you, he's a little bit, I don't know, funny a little bit, I guess, but anyway, I think he shows you really well. So I'm just going to play this, and you can make it bigger if you want to, but in here he shows you how to hold your pencil, and he tells you how to do it and all that kind of stuff. So that's the main thing, is if you hold your pencil like you're writing, it limits what you can do, and he explains that very well. All right, so then your next assignment is going to be to copy these core elements of drawing, because when this class is for beginning people who are beginning to draw, and if you can draw these elements, then you can pretty much draw anything. And when you draw, the more you draw, you'll figure out little by little that pretty much everything is basically either made up of circles, triangles, rectangles, cylinders, spheres, cones, that kind of thing. And squiggles, don't forget your squiggles and dots. So copy those, and the assignment is to do one with your right hand and one with your left hand. When you're first drawing, when you first start drawing, you have two voices inside your head, and one is really unbelievably nasty, and it's loud, and it tells you everything you do is not worth anything. And when that voice comes up, the first thing to do is just counteract it by saying, I'm going to do the best I can on here, and I'm not going to worry about it. Then once you get that voice out of the way, there's a quieter voice that's deeper, and you really have to listen to it, but that voice is going to say things like, what if I tried this, or what if I tried it? Well, I'd really like to try this. And pay attention to that voice, because that is the voice that you're looking to hear and direct you, and then you won't have to make every single decision. You'll just kind of feel what to do. So these are 10 points, 5 points each. Now we're going to start sketching this week. The best way to learn how to draw is just to draw. So this is a cool way of getting to sketch. So while you draw, remember, do not be a perfectionist. Focus on the overall shape. What you're trying to do is get your artist eyes on, where you actually see the shape that you're drawing. At first, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you the truth, but don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. So on each of these, like, let's take a look at this cup. Okay, this is kind of basically a rounded off rectangle with an oval on the top and an oval here. So you start kind of getting your ovals in, and then you Now on this would actually be done on the same drawing when you're drawing your page of stuff. You don't have to do 4 separate things. You can just kind of keep refining until you get the last one done. On the definition one, then they really cleaned up their lines, but you can kind of see the little light lines behind it. So what you need to do is practice drawing lightly and then just refine your work. So your assignment is to fill an entire page with small sketches like this of objects around the house, following the steps shown. Sketch loosely, refine it further, and then define it. Here's some ideas in case you're stuck. And this is going to be 20 points. And here's an example for you to look at on a page of things. Now, by the time you get done with your page, you should be feeling a little bit better about your drawing. So once you're finished, sign, date, and title your sketches. Scan or photograph your drawings. And then you upload them by clicking on this link. And you want to just go to add submission, and then you can drag and drop your files there, and then you just want to save your changes. So the very last thing is the objectives discussion. Now, did you know that when you set a goal and you talk about it with other people, it makes you much more likely to achieve that goal? So in this class, most students succeed, and the ones that don't are the ones that don't submit work, and then they wait till the end, and then they got to rush everything, and they don't have time to do a decent job, and you're really kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you take that approach. But to get set up and be ready to take this class, think about 2 goals that you would like. If you would like to improve your drawing, if you would like to get a portfolio together, if you would like to be able to think on paper, do some problem solving, any of that, what's your reason for taking this class? And set a couple of goals. Then think of 2 obstacles. You know yourself. What are you going to do? Are you going to wait till the last minute? Are you going to procrastinate? By the way, you don't have to do these units in order, so that's one tip if you're having trouble with motivation. Anyway, list 2 obstacles, and then make them personal and meaningful. And then make 2 statements of what you can do to overcome your obstacles. And put them in the forum, and then you are done.